Yeah, good evening, Leo. Give me 1 second. Did I actually start this? No. How you doing, buddy? Good evening, fellas. Good evening. Give me 1 second. Very subjective. True. That's true. That's why I asked what is good and bad. All right, great. Give me 1 second. Nice. Okay, cool. All right. All right. Well, before we do it in mobile, let me just fix it up here. Chica, my friend. Good evening. Mm. All right, cool. Yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. Blah, blah, blah. Attending edit. Did it, that works. Location. Yeah, we need to make this link still, right? Where is it? Over here, right? So location. Okay, cool. I think it's this. Andrew, good evening, my friend. How are you? Yeah, that's great. Okay, great. Okay. Um, okay, great. I actually like that. So we'll need to add cover image here as well, and that's okay. So yeah, so we kind of, yeah, I actually like this better than what we had before, for sure. For sure. Um, sure. How you guys, by the way, doing? How was your day? Anyone did anything fun? Time, location. Okay, got it. Ah. Oh, you've gotten annoyed by. Well, doesn't sound like a tough day though. Oh, oh shit. Okay, so let's fix this. So when we're in the editing mode. Yeah. So do we still actually need this? Ah, I see. So if it's editing, item center justify is editing event. Okay, so I assume we need pretty much the same, no? Yeah, so maybe just justify between by default, right? I suppose. Maybe we no longer need this fella. Let's take a look at that. So cancel, right? Edit, yeah. Just blinding today after job, so kind of good day in the nice without a nice. Still better than reading 9 hours of English likes to find the ROI. Yeah, that's your job, man. Stop bitching about it, right? That's what you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life. That's what you gotta have to use to, right? All right, so okay, let's kind of slowly start running this up, and we're gonna just switch to mobile and finalize the mobile stuff that we started last night. I'll just try one thing here. Yeah, right. So just maybe give that a bit of a emphasis, right? Yeah, exactly, right. All right, cool. So that would be, so if we go over here, Yeah, I think we messed this up when we were doing the mobile stuff, but it's okay. We'll fix that easily, right? What did we do here? Let's see. Flex call, MD flex row, gap 4, MD gap. Yeah, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? Let's see what we did there. I see. Okay, that's strange, but it doesn't really matter, right? I guess what we can do here, right, is we can say grid, right? So let's do it like this. We say grid calls 1, MD grid calls 2, gap 4, right? Then it seems we messed this one up maybe on oh shit, okay, so is that why? What the hell did I? Alright, we'll see about that in a second, right? That's not good. Create an event. Organize an event. Organize an event, right? Yeah. I don't like that at all, but that's what it is. We'll see. Okay, let's do this now on mobile. So let's fix that up, right? More specifically, this part here. Yeah, so this fella over here, right? Yeah, this guy here, right? Yeah, that's actually not terrible at all. What is this thing? Wait. Okay, so that's not what I think it is. Okay, sure. Okay, what else do we have here? Let's see. $25 gold. Good evening, my friend. How are you? So yeah, so this is the that one, right? What it is that we actually have here? So is this the wrapper? Yeah, so it is. Yeah, so it's this guy here, right? So okay. So gap 4. Let's try that. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it. That's very hard, right? You cannot find ideas. Ideas are not found. Ideas are formed by the problems, right? So it's very hard to find an idea, right? The products which succeed are products which are solving some problem, right? So it's very hard, right? Okay, so that's actually pretty good. Give me a second. Attending. Well, I mean, you wouldn't want to build a social platform anyway because there's a lot of work building a social platform, right? So I don't actually know, man. Just go to ChatGPT, right? Go to ChatGPT. Give me 3 SaaS, software as a DS for a mobile app. Let's see. It knows the context because of the custom prompt I gave it. Oh, here it is, right? Let me just send it to you on Discord. I think this is you, right? There you go. We'll need to clean that up eventually, I think. That's okay for now. Depends how annoying you guys become. If you don't annoy me too much, then we'll definitely be programming, right? So it's all up to you guys. What the fuck is this thing, man? I see. Yeah, your professor sucks, man. That's really all that there is to it. Where the hell is this crap that I wanted to change now? Really need to. That's how it is, man. That's how it is. If you're teaching Express to new developers in 2023, then you fucking suck. That's really that's I can't really say anything else. Yeah, so it's this thing here, right? Okay. Of course they did. That's the only thing they know. They taught you that because they don't know anything else. It doesn't matter what you have to write your application in. That's not the point. You can write application in anything. Every language is okay. That's not the point. He's going to school and probably paying for it. And he's being taught some stuff that could be better, right? That's the point. That's the point, right? Yeah, I mean, it's not that it's necessarily bad, right? It's just, yeah. Give me 1 second here. Shit. What about the events list? Yeah, why did I not do that? Use that here, right? What if I said, I actually did use that here. Okay. Yeah, I did use that. Okay, that's awkward. Okay, so I did use that. Right. So now it should be fine, right? Yeah. Do you have any advice on how I can start a side project like you? Um, um, I mean, it's an interesting question, right? But if you can see how you formulated your question, you can see that maybe you're just lacking one thing, and that's passion, right? I, if you get what I mean, I cannot tell you how to gain passion, right? That's the only part I can't really help you with. You get what I mean, right? So I don't know how to give you passion, right? That's a thing that just, well, of course, passion has to be worked on as well, right? No, it's not that I'm passionate constantly about anything, let alone this shitty project, right? So it's you know, right? It's hard. It's hard to say, right? It's hard to say what to tell you, right? You have to start. Well, I mean, that's the thing. That's kind of maybe how you feel. Don't take me wrong. I'm not trying to discourage you. A lot of people think that they have it, but once they start, they give up very fast, right? It's a lot easier when you're thinking about it. But once you start building it, and once you have to commit to your free time, time where you could spend elsewhere, that's when you know if you have the passion or not, right? So try building it, right? Or they, well, it will come or it will not come, right? That's the ultimate question, right? Who says that it will come, right? That's the whole point, right? It might or might not come, but you don't know until you try, right? So what I can say, give it a shot and see, right? You cannot wonder if you're gonna have passion, right? And also, it depends on the reasons why you want to do something. Don't expect that you're gonna be passionate about something all the time. That's impossible. Nobody is constantly motivated and passionate and stuff like that. Such person does never existed on this planet, right? But that's what it means being committed, and right, you can change it. Did you actually sign up on this site? Like, the thing is, what I find a bit confusing is that you guys, some of you guys are watching me for a long time, and I don't think that you actually like, have you even tried the website actually? So why would you can go and make, you can make light theme in 2 seconds, man. Yeah, you can go and make, well, something has to be default, right? If you don't like it, you can go and make whatever you want, right? There you have the light, right? Okay, I don't need a gateway. You don't use a gateway at this stage. What would I use the gateway for? My pleasure. What would I use the gateway here for? Which microservices? Have an API right now. Which other microservice? So actually, it's starting to look really good, I think, for the most part. Yeah. Yeah, you can make any theme you want, right? Like, if the default theme is something you don't like, just make your own, right? You can change all core colors of the website, right? So that's good. Wow. Okay. What? Like, are you kidding me, man? What the fuck is this useless response, man? Like, what happened here? Are you kidding me, man? Are we even hitting this? Are we even getting to this point? I don't think we are, actually. Yeah, this is intercepted. No, we are actually getting in here. Transaction undefined, that's okay. Wow, okay. So what the hell happens? Yeah, that's correct, yeah. Yes, that's correct. Yes, file size limit, wait. Mm-hmm. All right, let's fix this. Well, yeah. Actually, since we did a merge, we didn't actually test this anyway, so. But it's super awkward. Why? Like, why are we not getting any error? Let's see. So most likely, do we actually get to this point? Let's take a look at that. I think we're failing most likely here, right? On rec.file, but let's take a look at that, right? Yeah, okay, great. So we do get to that there, right? Let's actually print the error here. Let's see what's happening. All right, great. So we do get the error. Okay, beautiful. Request file too large. Ah, I see. That's actually strange. Okay. So we actually get data truncated, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I don't think that this file size limit actually works, right? So let's double check that. Love you, Leo. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's not file size limit. Wait, Fastify multi-part. Was it? I think it was file size. File size. Yeah, right. So limits. So I don't know. I do, yeah, I do. I do have a keyboard shortcut for that. Yes, you mean this, right? Yeah, I have a shortcut to yeah. So I think it's not file size limit. It's actually yeah. So that's why, right? So this is why this crap happened, right? Right. Yeah. Yes. All right. Beautiful. So this is what I'm throwing, and it's okay, right? Let's see. Yeah, I get actually here. Okay. Let me just make sure that we actually that this does work. The limits that they actually work, right? But this is not it, man. This is upload article image. What the fuck, man? Handle image upload. We pass the options to parse image, right? Yeah. Just here. I think we're getting the error there, right? 223. Yeah. So yeah, we are actually getting it here. Sure. Let me just print those options very quickly. Hit it. File size. Rex file too large. Yeah. So we do pass the file size. I think I'm passing it wrong. Yeah, I'm passing it wrong. Shit. Yeah. Okay, my bad. All good though. So this should be limits, right? So this should be limits. And this is one of the instances where obviously TypeScript would be useful, right? Yeah, limits. Yeah. All right, so that should kind of be fine now, I think. All right, so it should upload it now, right? Well, at least it tried. An error occurred. Okay, what happened now? Let's go to Cloudflare, right? Let's go to the Cloudflare. Yeah, let's go back here. Let's go to images. Let's see what. So we actually did upload an image, right? Okay, that's great. I think did we upload it? Let's take a look at the image. It should render it. Yeah, here is the image, right? So we did upload it, I believe. Yeah. Okay, Nakara uploading a photo. Okay, so it's just, let's fix that. So that's great, and we can then push that to, so this is where we actually got, right? So let's see what's happening. Probably some silly thing. So let's try that again. Upload. This is still gonna fail, but I want to know what is it gonna fail with. Okay. Cannot read properties of undefined reading create. Okay. Yeah, this is probably meetups control. Yeah, it's probably some of the what is it, 447? Yeah. So no, it's not. This 477. 477. Yeah, models meetup cover photos. Do we have the table? It's kind of failing there. Meetup cover photos dot create. Strange. Okay. Cannot read properties of undefined reading create. 477. So for some reason, so models meetup cover photos, right? Yeah, so it's kind of failing to insert it here. Let's say why. Meetup cover photos, we have ID, meetup ID, and URL. So the table is actually there. Meetup cover photos. Interesting. Blah, 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 blah. Let's actually get back here. Actually, I think I know why. Yeah, of course I know why. Yeah. Well, actually, do I know why? Yeah, I do know why. Yes. All good, all good. All good. We forgot some of the stuff during that merge stuff. Where's this crap? So let's meet up. Yeah, we actually meet the cover photos, right? So this is what we're really missing, right? Just wondering what are running costs of this site. Maybe 20 euros right now. But it could be less if I cared. Okay, so now that's fine, right? All right, now it's all fine, my dude. Per month, yes. Yeah. What else would it be per year? Of course, it's low. It should be low, of course. Why would it not be low, right? There's no traffic almost to this site, right? Why would it be more, right? I don't think that's little at all. It could be, I could make it €5 a month and it would still work exactly the same. I just didn't want to do that because I didn't want to, I want to have some space to experiment with certain things. But I could make it, I could pay €5 a month and it would still be the same, right? It's all about being clever, and if you know how to do if you know how to do things, you can make things very cheap. And if you don't know how to do things, you can make them very expensive, right? The easiest thing everybody does is like, yeah, let's just pay for it. Why didn't you just pay for GCP or AWS? Well, because I don't need it now. Yeah. If you know how to do it, then yeah, that's how it is. If you don't know, you'll pay. If you do know, you will not pay. That's how it is. I keep the costs low not because I can't pay stuff. It's because that's what you want to do. That's the challenge. How do you build something that can self-maintain itself, right? Or to say something that will, right? That is the beauty of it, right? I think every CTO and every lead in their career goes to a stage of spending, and it's a learning process. So don't mind your company, right? We all is it possible? It's, of course it's possible. It's, I mean, if it was not possible, internet wouldn't exist. The thing is, like, the decisions you're making at your work are the decisions that your company allows you to make, right? So in a way, if you're paying for stupid stuff at work, it's not necessarily your fault. Because developers, especially even newly bubbled up senior developers, they're still very green in any other context than writing code, right? So in a way, your obsession isn't really cost. You don't care, right? You ask, "Can I get a credit card for this?" And if they say yes, well, then you're gonna buy stuff, right? Because you haven't yet established a business-oriented mindset, right? So you just want to buy stuff, and that's okay. I mean, I wouldn't blame any of you. But if the organization allows you to buy a font, right? Max, my friend, good evening. How are you? Numinex, good evening, buddy. How are you? Thank you for coming, man. What is to say? Full stack, not full stack. I mean, it does, again, Leo, it doesn't really matter, right? I mean, the thing is, it really only thing is that matters, as we always say, is that you build something, right? If people manage to use some of those things, I mean, who cares, right? As long as you understand as long as you can understand or reason about the decisions you're making, right? Then it's okay. As long as you understand the long-term consequences of any of your technical decisions, right? Or non-technical as well, for that matter, right? It takes many years to learn the craft, and no matter who you are, how clever you are, who, like, it's gonna take, if for some of you who are new to this industry, it's gonna take many years, just like for the rest of us did, right? Um, it's sometimes worth to use services. I mean, absolutely, right? It depends who you are. It depends what you're building. I mean, this is a huge discussion, right? Um, That is a very complicated discussion, right? It's not that simple. Turn away, live in justice and hard enough. Burn me alive inside. Burn me alive inside. Again, every action has a reaction, right? So every decision you make has a consequence. So whatever you choose, you build it all from scratch as I did, or you find a stack, each decision carries positives and negatives. And as long as you are aware of them, as long as you can reason about them when you make them, then that's all that matters. Because there's no right or wrong. There's just, I made those decisions and, I understand what the implication of them is going to be. If you choose something like Next.js or some of this stuff, as long as you understand what you did from the business perspective, it's great. If you don't know, then it's not good. Every time you couple yourself to any of these services, because one of the biggest misconceptions in engineering industry, one of the huge misconceptions is this. Let me show you. This is one of the biggest lies in software industry. Let me show you one thing. This is the biggest lie in software industry. This is what people say. This is what Alex just said. Let's just build the MVP with whatever, right? And then the biggest lie is we'll rebuild it when we get money. This is the huge. This is one of the biggest lies in this industry. I've been working for 16 years almost now, building products, and so again, the point here is to find the middle ground between this lie, right, and this decision, right? So I'm not saying that you shouldn't do this. Every startup when they start, you choose whatever you want, right? The point is here, right? It's the same. It's this. So there are few misconceptions in programming industry which are really bad, right? So the thing is, right? You have another lie, which is we'll write documentation later, right? There's another lie. Let's just build it. We'll test it later, right? So those are all very horrible. All of these things are horrible lies that we have in this industry for really 30 years, right? We'll write documentation later, right? Let's just build it. We'll test it later, right? We'll rebuild it when we get money, right? This never happens, right? This is one of the biggest lies, right? So let me elaborate what I mean by that. I think it's really fundamentally, it's so fundamental to understand this thing here. We'll rebuild it when we get money, right? So the reason why for years and years after you raise money, your product sucks, right? Is because you did this, right? And now, of course, look, I have to be incredibly clear here. You should definitely use SaaS products that can save you time and money. So nobody can neglect that, right? You should definitely use. You cannot build everything, and you should not. Nobody can do that. So just to be clear, we're on the same page. But this thing here, in certain, if in most cases, with the fresh startups gets really bad. And once you set your foundation really bad, right? And once you lie to yourself, it's like, let's just build it. Once we get money, you will never rebuild it, right? You will hire 20 more people, and then those 20 people will be rebuilding it for the next 5 years. That is true, right? But so what am I trying to say here? Well, when you're at this stage, right, try to make as good decisions as possible still, right? And do this, right? This doesn't actually take time. The biggest line in this industry is that writing documentation takes time. It doesn't take time. There's nothing more that there's nothing worse and nothing it takes way more time if you don't write it than if you write it, right? So if you build a whole foundation without documenting anything, whatever, that's going to take you a lot more time, right? So those are the, in my experience, one of the biggest lies that I've seen, right? Let's just build it, we'll test it later, right? You will not test it later because it doesn't work like that. You will not test it later, right? But Leo, that's fine. All the my startup 6 years ago, the one that where I work, did the same. So everybody does this, and this is completely fine. It's okay, right? When you start a company, most of those founders are not technical, so they don't have the resources or the knowledge to build perfection, and that is okay, right? You can't expect, some of those startups have limited time, they have some savings, they have to get to the market quickly to either validate their idea or fail, and that's also fine, right? My only point is that you don't want to neglect the importance of your foundation, no matter your circumstances, right? So it does matter. Like, those decisions you make initially matter a lot, because they also matter in how quickly you're gonna move later on. Let's imagine you get the money. This is gonna define also how quickly you can move and build features on top of that, right? So those are some of the lies, right? So no matter what you're starting, write documentation, man. It's not that hard, because huge amount of developers, they never build a discipline. They can theorize about the books they read, clean code, this and that, but that's all that most developers are really good when it comes to talk, but not the action itself, right? A bunch of you have been talking about clean architecture, clean code, pragmatic development, blah, like, just write the fucking documentation, man. Show some discipline and practice. It's easy to quote some Twitter gods and some YouTubers and shit like that. Like, oh, you should be writing software like this. Well, just write it, man. Like, because when you talk to any developer on this planet, everybody is perfect, man. But when you join any company, there's no documentation. There's some disconnection there. It seems we're just bullshitting each other constantly. So just, do some of the basic things, man. And that's it. That's how it is. I'm kind of sick of that a bit, honestly. That's what it is. And thank you, everybody, for your follows. Appreciate it. Yeah. And by the way, I do write documentation even for this side project. Just FYI, everything is documented. So I do put money where my mouth is. So just build up the discipline, man. You can read all the books you want and watch all the streamers and YouTube videos you want and talk theory, but if you don't do it, then shut the fuck up. That's how it is, really. That's just how it is, right? My pleasure, man. Build it. My pleasure, man. I'm happy that you find it useful, at least. I think that's just how it is. Yeah, I mean, okay, like, yeah, I mean, yeah. Shit. Come on, man. Why is it like Jesus Christ, dude? Why am I not why am I not shit, is this in kilobytes? I think this is actually in kilobytes. Fuck. It doesn't really matter. Let's leave it for now. Doesn't matter. Fix file size limits option. All right, let's push this to production. Hopefully we're not gonna break it. Thank you everybody for the follows. Appreciate it. Let's push some of those changes also to production here. Let's see what we got. We're not done yet though, but let's just incrementally get it out there. UX is so hard, man. It's so freaking difficult, dude. So fucking hard, man. So hard. Actually, I like this. We'll have to see about that though. Yeah. Yeah, we'll need to review that. I'm sure that's not really too good. As always, useless commit message. Ah, shit, that's not good. Yeah, that's not gonna do actually. Okay, awkward. Is our API deployed? Did we break it? Oh, okay. We didn't break it. That's fine. That's great. That's great. So we're gonna merge that bad boy. Cloudflare thing. Give me a second. Voices. Let's play this. Yeah, that's being deployed. Man, so hard, so hard. Yeah, this image. So definitely cover image is out of place. There's no question about that. It would be nice if it could kind of, Jesus Christ, man. If it could be basically absolutely positioned somewhere, right, with some opacity on it, like opacity, like 10 or whatever, right? It'd be nice if it could be a background instead, right? Um, Give me one sec. Let me play with that a bit, but it's hard, right? Yeah, so this crap here, right? Wait. Tailwind cover image with low opacity. I'd like, wait. I'd love that topmost div to have a background image with low opacity so the content is properly seen. I'm using Tailwind CSS. Let's try to see if the robot can help, but I don't think we'll need a, yeah, we can't be setting the opacity on the parent because we're gonna set the opacity then to the all elements inside. Let's see. Right, something like this, right? But just as a test, right? For surrender. All right, so you can see it there, right? Problem is, if we would set opacity here, we would set it to the all content, right? That's kind of problematic, right? Right, that's problematic. Yeah, exactly, right? And this is what also assumed, right? So we're not gonna. Yep, exactly. Yep. Thank you guys for the follows. Very much appreciated. Yes, right. So this is literally expected. So what we're gonna do, right? We're gonna have the most top one to be a relative div, right? Right. So basically, what we can actually do here, we can just say class name, relative, and then we'll make this one absolute, right? So this most likely is gonna be right. Yeah, right. So this is the difference, right? And actually, wait a minute. What the fuck did I do? Yeah, I know. That's wrong, right? No, 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 that's wrong. That's not what we wanted, right? Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now let's see where this crap is. So right, okay. This is basically we're just testing here, right? I don't actually know if I even won this, right? I'm just playing with it, and it's yeah, it's just the UI is very difficult. Okay. Oh, technically need to do that in here, right? So here we would have to say P4 little Leon. Little Leon. Where is my little Leon? How is he? I'm always looking tired, always. Yeah, that's not gonna do. No, I mean we can't smack a background there, right? Because it's too complicated, right? It's too complicated, not technically, like user would, right? Jamu, thank you very much, buddy. Thank you for coming. So no, that's yeah. We tried, but no, doesn't make sense. But it also kind of looks out of place in here, right? So it doesn't. The only place maybe where it would make sense would be inside of the about, right? Which would basically be somewhere inside here, right? So you have some picture, some, and then some, collective stream picture, collective meetup picture, and then some description here and stuff like that, right? Right. No events scheduled. Where was my, no. Oh, let me just move this one is done, and then we'll make another one, right? Yeah, so actually, so what we need to do, let's go to event form, right? Um, No, sorry, meetup form, right? Yeah. Right, and then somewhere we have a service or whatever in here, right? Upload photo, yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, set is uploading, right? And then somewhere we have image crop or whatever, right here. Mm-hmm. And then here we're gonna say is loading, is uploading, right? So that was a tiny detail we also missed. Thank you guys for your follows, appreciate it. What the fuck? Ah, my bad. All right. Yeah, we have messed that button up. That's not good. Shit. Let me run my storybook. Give me a second. Hmm. Yeah, so our story here is fucked up, right? So let's fix the button dot stories, right? That got fucked up. Primary color name indigo. Am I not supporting those color names anymore, or did I? Yeah, that's a bit awkward. Yeah, so how come that we messed this up? Let's fix it. So primary filled button, yeah. Flashbang, exactly. Okay, so we're missing one of them, I think. So we're let's go to the stories. So where's the spinning primary? Spinning primary filled. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, create account. Yeah, so that should be the state, right? Spinning primary filled. Yeah, but how come? So it's not filled. What the fuck? Why does it? So yeah, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Like probably in like a couple of streams ago, I think we introduced probably shit tons of regressions in here, right? Let's actually see when I messed that up, right? I'm sure that I did. I mean, who else would it? I'm the only one doing it, right? Right. Well, I guess that one is too big anyway, right? Let's find something smaller. Yeah, so it's fucked up, right? Shit. So we need to fix that. Like, ah, shit. I think it's because yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe we're missing some of the styles in Storybook, right? More specifically, I think we're missing custom CSS properties, right, in here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't actually see any. Can we actually see custom CSS properties defined? Probably not, right? So let's actually go. Yeah, the Storybook. Well, it's not. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can. You could put it that way, right? So let's go to. Where did I configure Storybook? Here, right? So you can see over here. Yeah, right. So I think I need to import a file where I'm defining the custom CSS properties and stuff, and I don't think so. Yeah, oh, this file, right? So I'm gonna say import, and I have no idea where this. Yeah, maybe this. Yeah, so it's basically inside of the SRC, right? Yeah. Should be this crap, right? I think so. Yeah, there we go. Okay. There we go, right? So yeah, we can clearly see that we did mess it up, right? A bit with one of the recent changes, right? Yeah, so this is the problem, right, as well, right? You can see that the hover is fucked up, right? Spinning primary. Wait, primary, spinning primary filled. Yeah, so yeah, there's something awkward happening here. That's super strange. Let's take a look. So I have this get styles, which let's see. So the yeah, let's see, where do I use this? Have a border, text primary, border primary outlined. And then if it's not outlined, it's text primary, background color, border primary. Okay. If it's outlined and it's not disabled, so if it's basically empty, say if it's basically like this and not disabled, I guess we need to kind of start, right, using the is loading state here as well, because we can see here now if I hover over the loading, background primary, and is not loading, right? Spinning primary filled. Okay, let's go. What did I want to do? Wait a minute. Yeah, why is this? Why did I use this? Let's take a look at that. Yeah, exactly, right? So you can see this is the error that we have. Spinning primary filled. Where is that? Spinning primary filled. No. Yeah, but that's not good, right? Yeah, that's so. So you see, there's so many states that the button can be in. So, but yeah, so it's fine. We'll figure it out. So if it's not outlined, we want the button to be filled, right? And we want the text of the button to be whatever the primary background is, right? Yeah, that's correct. Now, so we need this same state when it's just want to test it. Yeah, so if I and then we have the icon itself here. So that's the problem. We have this gets parent class, right? Yeah, okay, so this is an issue as well, right? So this is the problem. Right? Text, primary, background color, outlined. Shit's a bit hard. Text primary when it's not when it's outlined and is not hovering. Let me just try one thing. Shit. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Are you kidding me? The spinner actually taking a class name. It is. Is this the problem maybe? That we are. Yeah, that's the fucking problem. Jesus Christ, man. So annoying. Why did I have that in there? Okay, well, and then we'll have to fix that. Yeah, that's what I would expect, right? So now if we actually get over here. Yeah, so that's those are, you see, those are the dots that we were supposed to see. Okay, good. But let's play with that a bit more. Okay, what if I remove this now? Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Disabled, where is the disabled one? BG transparent. Text primary, I guess, right? Right. filled, click me. Okay, where is this filled one? Yeah, this one filled. So this is one just a filled state, okay? So we're gonna apply those. Ah, did I disappear from the stream for a moment? I suppose I did. I suppose the stream restarted or something. Did it? I think it did. Yeah, it did. I guess it did. Okay, and then thank you very much for the follow. So this is this one. So if it's not outlined and not disabled, BG primary. So we're missing a hover here. Shit. If it's not outlined, then oh wait, did I up? Oh yeah, I uploaded the wrong, updated the wrong one. So this is wrong, right? That's definitely wrong. Yeah. Good. Yeah, this technically should kind of have a filled one, right? So opposite of this, right? So yeah, this should behave like so spinning primary. So if it's outlined, we really need this state now. Let me take a look at that. Yeah, that's good. With icon, beautiful. Great, 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 great. Okay, great. So that's really good. Okay. Hey man, do you teach? How? What do you mean? Like, do I work as a teacher right now? Is that what you mean? All right, that's actually great, right? That should actually work better now, right? Yeah. What happened there? Okay, that's interesting. Oh, actually, yeah, that's good now. So actually, we have the spinner now, right? So if we take a look at meetups, for example, right? I do teach one-on-one sessions, yes, but it's not cheap. All right. Well, that's actually it is cheap, yeah. Yeah. So if we go over here, right, we have a my pleasure, man. Let's say class name, and then I guess text primary. I would think so, right? So if we actually get up here now, did we? Yeah. So we did actually apply that bad boy there. So that's actually good. Can we say width like 24 just to see if? Yeah. So now we have actually a big ass spinner, right? So that's good. Okay. That's great. And if we get into here, right, so we had some base class there, but now let's actually increase that to 12. No, not really. Let's not do that actually. But what I want to do, yeah. So what I'm actually gonna do, right, is I'm gonna. That's a bit annoying, I agree, but that's what it is. Sometimes things are annoying. Things are sometimes annoying. Actually, do we really actually want to do this now? Probably not, right? Then let's not do it. Yeah, all right. Let's push this. All right, so update the stories, right? Yeah, that's okay. That's also okay. All right, beautiful. That's great. Let's just see. Is this still running? It is. Beautiful. New version is available. Beautiful. Okay. Great. Okay. That's cool. Great. Super. Super. All right. Well, I think we can maybe call it here today. We'll continue tomorrow. I might finalize this off stream though, and then we do something a bit more fun. I'll think about it. But I think yeah, it's kind of it's happening, so it's good. Yeah, I think yeah, it's just there's some UX UI things that are actually difficult for me to now figure out live on the stream because yeah, need a bit creativity for that. Okay, well, any questions before I head off? I really admire how you code so clean and always know what to do next. I think if you think through systems, right, you're gonna be able to do that, right? Because every single thing that I've built here is built by me, right? So I'm not using the third-party libraries for some of those things, and that enables me, right? That enabled me to build a system that I can connect right in my mind, right? So I think if I go here, right? Give me 1 second. So I think the easiest thing would be to think about it this way, right? Which is why it becomes so fluid, right? So I've built, my validation. I've built my form validation, right? So I've built my own way to validate forms, right? And of course, I've built my core library as well. So inputs, buttons, right? But then this validation here is reused in the front end and back end, right? So I use the same validation, and you could call that isomorphic, right? Isomorphic, right? And validation is a core part of every system. There's no system out there that doesn't have validation, right? So this is every system, no matter what it is, has it, right? So all of this is built by me, which means I have full control over it. and it's built so it works together, right? So all of this is built to work together, like hand to hand, right? So when you do that, then it's easy to do things, right? Because they're built to work with each other, right? And that gives you a clarity, right? That gives you an image, right? Yeah. Well, okay, guys. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go do something else a bit now. And yeah, thank you as always for being here. Not many people here tonight, which made me focus a bit, I think, for maybe 1.5 hours. My wife is gonna come from work in maybe 20 minutes anyway, so it's perfect time to call it a night today. Max, you too, buddy. I wish you best. I wish you all, yeah, good time. Work hard, study hard, and yeah, great things are gonna come. Savko, sounds good, man. Sounds good. That would be cool. My pleasure, guys. My pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. And I wish you best. What is to say? Keep rocking and be well. I wish you best. See you later, guys. Bye-bye. Ciao. All the best.